This is for all my Filipino martial arts instructors out there, or even if you're intermediate to advanced student. Obviously, I'm training with real blades; they're not razor sharp. But what I want you guys to try to, just if you want, take your weapons that you train with. So, get rid of the sticks, get rid of the plastic and training weapons. Get you some real weapons like a machete, a sharpened machete. You can buy all kinds of stuff off Amazon real cheap that mimics what you would use, like a bolo or a short sword. And let's start doing, and I know a lot of you do, but let's start doing what the Japanese arts do. They take their swords and they cut. They actually use their techniques, their movements that they train with live blades to see if they're cutting. They'll cut, and that could be a block, and they'll actually do their movements. Water bottles, I like to use milk cartons with water, but you could use rolled up paper, soaked, and make your own tatami mat, so to speak. But start practicing doing what you would do in real life, moving around and seeing if you can target and actually make those cuts, not just all this fancy stuff and all this stuff with the sticks. I want to see you guys actually, just like when we do impact training with striking, or you're throwing people around with grappling. Try to actually implement what you are training. Sparring, but you can see these are clean cuts. Those were good cuts. These aren't razor sharp tools that I'm using. So I'll give you an example. Let's say I come in and I'll deflect, I'll cut, and I'll cut one more time. Let's see how that works on this. So I'm moving around, sparring, I deflect, I stab, and I cut. So boom, boom, cut. Use your footwork, use your angles, and actually start cutting with your tools. You'll learn that a lot of the fancy movements go out the window. You're focused on something. Of course, it's not moving, but it changes the dynamics a little bit. You're using real weapons just like you would. It's close quarter. You're not bouncing around like Bruce Lee with knives in your hands. So you're doing your same motions and you're out, but you're actually cutting the target. So for all my Filipino martial arts instructors out there, let's see you actually use your weaponry. This is just a challenge. It's not, saying other people can't do it. I like, you tie a water ball on a string and you have something moving, and you can actually use footwork and angles. I like to do that sometimes, but get your weapons, go out, start. I want to see you do your footwork and your motions and actually cut targets. It's great hand and eye coordination training and focus training. It's a little bit different than what most of the Filipino martial arts are doing. You'll see people just demonstrate cutting a piece of meat with a knife, or they'll just cut just to demonstrate the weapon. That's all fine and good, but I want to see your movement. I want to see you focused. So to all my instructors out there, for sure, let's show these guys that we can actually do what we preach. We can actually walk the walk and talk the talk.